So we are in Miranda's totally awesome medical room, and this is one of 5 or 6 rooms she has in the building here. And I guess we're gonna not only look at the gear, but we're gonna try it on a few different people.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to be quite a lengthy exercise with many eye-popping things to see, right?
You're just going to want it all, I know you will. Until you're on catch-up at the moment, because obviously we had fun with this for ages, so we need to kind of get to grips with some of the bits we've got here.
All right. Now, let me start by asking Stuart here. Stuart doesn't necessarily want to show his face on the video, so that's totally fine. There's kind of 2 parts to this, in the sense you can buy a SeriousKit like milking machine that does not include this suit.
Right.
Yeah,
they're like 2 different kind of ways to go here, right?
Well, you start with the, and I'm quite happy to be filmed. You start with a milking machine. Which is a bit out of shot, but it's a stainless steel pneumatic milking machine, and that produces a pulsating vacuum supply and a constant vacuum supply.
That's what we're hearing right now, the clicking noise.
Yeah, you can actually, if I move this out into the light, you can see the little sliders going backwards and forwards, and that gives an alternating suction and relaxation.
Now this is a milking machine for animals, right?
That one was made when Elvis Presley was starting out. It's that old. But the action they have, it just so happens that the action they have is the best. So we only buy milkers of that age. And then we now have spare parts made, and we dismantle, restore. I mean, they're completely refurbished.
So these aren't even made anymore?
No.
Wow.
No. It's vintage. It's like a sort of a Harley Davidson equivalent of a sex toy. And actually, the regular throbbing, there's a lot of analogies there. So, and that can be used you can connect all sorts of things. There's 4 connections, so that gives a lot of potential. So 4 men simultaneously, or 1 man with nipple suction and penis suction simultaneously.
I've had 4 guys on it at once.
There we are.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Now that's serious play.
Yeah. It took a while to set it up and a while to rig, get everything prepared. And yes, it worked really well for them.
Can we just roll this out for a second here so we can get a better shot of this?
I think it also needs to be mentioned about the vacuum level. It's the importance of setting the right level at the start, really, with no attachments.
Yeah, the Milker, it comes with a vacuum gauge and also a vacuum regulator. And this is really important because in a good session you can get carried away. And too much vacuum for too long can cause problems. So what you can do at the start of the session is you can set the vacuum level to a safe level, and you can know it's going to stay there. And can you hear a hissing noise?
Mm-hmm.
That's air being admitted into the stainless steel vessel, and that keeps the vacuum. If you want to reduce the pressure, you see the gauge dropping, you let go, and it builds up again. And then you can change the speed of pulsation from quite fast to quite slow.
I would prefer slow because I personally think tormenting people for prolonged periods of time is far more enjoyable than
Well, this is about putting the sex into a session. So you can have someone that's in complex bondage, and they can be teased for hours.
Yes.
I mean, it's made to be used for hours. That's the whole idea. The idea of this isn't to have a session that's going to last 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is
the wrong. If you want that, don't buy a milker.
Yeah.
It's the wrong piece of kit.
Yeah.
But if you want to have long, languorous bondage sessions, this is the kit. And then, so you can have nipple suction attachment, you can have penis tube attachments, or you can have vacuum seat. So this is like a logical extension.
There is something else I think I should mention as well. With having the tubes as multiple or single set up, you must have a lube feed with those single tubes, because that's kind of important
Oh yes.
to keep the tubes lubed
Yeah.
as well. Because you can be used for a long period of time. That's,
Yeah, we have there's an instruction manual that comes with all this kit, because it is quite complicated.
Yes. Yeah.
And as Miranda says, it's a
learning curve.
It's a learning curve, and it's a good idea to read the manual. And but we provide some SBTs. There happens to be some here, I think, are fully lined. So that's a very small one that's lined, and that can go see-through when wet.
Yeah.
And this is a conductive rubber lined one, so obviously you can't see through that. Now with these, they have a lubricant inlet here, and you connect that to a lubricant supply that can be on the floor or hung up, and then all of the time this is in use, you have to have lubricant flowing. It's a repetitive action, and it has to be lubricated.
Let's, I'm not quite following this here. Let's close this for a second and lay those two pieces out on here so we can see them. So these two pieces you sell as products, right? These are...
Oh yes.
So yes, they're the attachments.
Our main products are the components that go with the milk kit. I have a case with all our electro ones, which is somewhere else, but I can get that.
Pull those out.
So we have two types of SPTs. SPT stands for suction pulsation tube, but a penis tube is another good way of describing it. And some of our SPTs are fully lined, like this one, and others don't have a liner, but instead they might have conductive ring electrodes for e-stim, or constrictions. We have some new devices you haven't seen.
Yeah, oh, cool.
That's coming out. So that there's all sorts of devices. And the idea being that if you're having a long session, you can vary the sensation, and you can build it. You can build on the sensations.
So how many different tubes do you offer for sale?
We have I don't know. Well, we have different sizes. We have small. Then we go to a 40mm, which is the most popular size. These are all internal diameters. Then a 50mm, and then for our American customers, we also have a Texan size.
Yeah.
Because I've only sold it to Texas,
Okay.
and I've sold lots to Texas.
Wow.
So I'm still mystified by that. But they say everything's big out
Maybe
there.
using on the animals, perhaps. Who knows?
So that's like four, what you just named off, like what, 4 different sizes?
So that's 4 different sizes, but for most people, this will be fine.
But then in addition,
We have different types.
Yes.
different type. Okay, so I'm talking about the types. It's just like the E-stim or not E-stim or.
So you can have, let's see what else we've got here. These are all the conductive ones. We have, actually really, I'll have to, you can, at some point if you want to see the others, I'll get them. But we have see-through lined SPTs available in 4 sizes. We have conductive silicone lined SPTs in 2 sizes. And then we have a selection of E-stim bipolar penis tubes, and these have ring electrodes, or they'll have, I don't know if we've got one here, we have some interesting 2-stage ones that are like a hybrid between a lined SPT that's sort of sawn off here, and an unlined bit that's attached on the top. And that gives some very novel sensation and looks particularly rude in use. And we can fit those with various constrictions. I mean, if you're interested, I can
So can we just stop here for a second and you can open your case?
Yeah.
Or whatever?
These are the...
So this is your specialty.
Yeah. This is what
This is
SeriousKit is famous
traveling
for.
sales. Whoa! Look at that. Unbelievable.
So these are our electro SPT range, and they, if I get them out one at a time so you can see, this is the simplest. It's a unipolar, fully lined SPT. So this gives very sensual stimulation to the whole of the penis, but you obviously need another contact, so you have to choose a suitable plug or whatever. and everything takes 4mm banana plugs that go into here.
Uh-huh.
And then these are produced in two sizes, 40mm and 50mm internal diameter. And that's, in some respects, the simplest and one of the nicest electro SPTs we do. So that's sort of number one, as it were.
Was this like maybe the first one that you ever made, or?
It's the first electro SPT we ever made.
I see.
It took a very long time to find a company that could produce the right conductive silicone. That's the issue. It's a nightmare. In fact, while I was waiting for this interview to start, I was on the phone to my supplier dealing with some problems we had over conductive silicone. So it's technically
This is
quite
a
difficult.
non-electric one.
And you can see, compared with the standard SPT, the conductive one is black and is obviously opaque. The one I'm holding here, although it looks grey, when it's wet, it's completely see-through
See-through, yeah.
in use.
Hmm.
So it's a nice one to start with because it's just it's the perfect one to start with. So those are the two fully lined SPTs, and then
So the black is conductive silicone,
Yeah.
right?
And so when you've connected a lubricant supply to that, the combination of wet pulsating suction and e-stim over the whole of the penis, that can either give a very sensual experience, or you can, if you're so inclined, jack it up, and
Yeah.
it can be quite challenging.
Yeah.
It's
And it also
horses
depends
for
on where you
horses.
put the second point of contact, because I
Oh,
tend
yes.
to put it above the tube. But you can also put it like behind the wheels or use a clamp, so you can kind of join the two that way. I found with a butt plug it doesn't tend to work as well.
No,
But
right.
obviously,
Yeah, well,
everyone finds get
Yeah.
some results depending on what bits they're using. But that's what I tend to do.
No.
So you have a body pad right above, and then they get that kind of effect all the way across then.
no, that's and then we have other devices. So we have, and this one is an interesting hybrid. They're called the two-stage SPT, and what it is a lower stage. I can take this apart so you can see. And really, this is like the standard conductive SPT, but it's a short one, and it fits inside this section, which is unlined, and these are conductive electrodes. And I don't know if you can tell, but they've got a chamfer machined on. We have our own machine shop, and we produce ring electrodes. This is an example here, actually. That gives you an idea of what's what.
So this is the same or similar to the one that's inside here, right?
Well, it's a different diameter because
Okay.
this
So it's the same idea, right? It's,
Yes.
it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
machine
Yeah, yeah.
piece. And what has it got? O-rings or something like
yeah,
that?
so it seals in nicely here.
Okay, okay.
And then you can move this so that the constriction is just at the right position. So, which is obviously very important. And these can be used in non-electric devices just as a constriction. And sometimes we use these metal constrictions. And we also have another one I'll show you. This uses O-rings to achieve a constriction, so more friction. And then, so in use, you just take this bit and you push it into this section,
Uh-huh.
and you connect cables to these two inputs. So the lower one will make this section conductive.
Uh-huh.
Then you can't really see, but there's an insulating band, and then there's another. Then there's the metal ring electrode.
Huh.
So this doesn't need any pads.
Yep.
It's truly bipolar, and you can just get, if you're using like an Eros Tech box, you can just get a standard cable that goes 3.5mm to 4mm banana.
Yep.
And it looks quite good in use because you see everything popping out to the top. And then you can also, they're designed for the tops to come off, so you can get in and change positions of things.
Yes, well that's the real advantage of this, because you can actually pull it all apart, wash it, dry it and sterilise it, so it's ideal for multiple users.
Yes, well it was because of you we developed
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So that's a two-stage bipolar electro SPT, and then we have, I won't go through all of them, but this is bipolar number 2, it's called, and this has 3 electrodes, but you just choose 2, so you can maybe connect cables to the lower part, so you have stimulation at the base of the penis, or you might want to have tip and base.
Whereas I've got one that's got 4 in because I'm quite greedy like that. That wasn't good enough for me. I said I need more. So mine has 4. Yeah, of course.
And then you can change the length as well with these things because everything sort of comes apart.
Yeah.
So how does someone know what size to choose?
Well, that's actually quite difficult because it's not just a question of diameter when erect. There's all sorts of questions about. There's lots of biological variability, and it is quite difficult. But most people will find that a 40 or 50 mil standard SPT is fine, and they will know if they're slightly on the large side, and if they are, they go for 50 mil, and if they're standard, they go for 40. Now with the electro ones, we've got the same sort of setup. This is a 40 mil internal diameter electro SPT. The diameter across here is 40 mil for the ring electrodes. So that's a sort of normal size. Well, normal. Depends where you are.
Most common size.
Most common size. And but then we also produce a one size up, which is a 50 mil internal diameter.
Wow, that's a pretty big.
So the tube diameter looks large, but the ring cross section is 50 mil. So really, I don't believe we've never had a demand for a larger size of this because the tubes the rings fit into is more like a 60 mil. So these just act as slight constrictions. The other point worth remembering is lengths also vary. I can show you easiest with this one, but you can change the length. It's like telescopic.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So there's like a 1 inch.
Yeah, or maybe a bit more than that.
Yeah.
And the secret is, so if you have it set like that, fine. But if you're going to use it in the longest length, we suggest you fit more O-rings here. We provide those. And then it won't slide up when it's under vacuum. Right,
I see.
So you can get the right diameter and you can get the right length, which is really important. So those are the that's our basic selection of electro SPTs. Gives you a reasonable idea as to what we do.
And I would agree. Most people, I find, it works fine with this one. But now I've seen that you do this size, I'm going to want one. Because there are some people that it doesn't fit. But the majority, I would completely agree. This one is fine.
So that's this.
All right. Thanks for showing us that.
My pleasure.
So we'll get on to looking at the suits here now, right? Okay. All right.
Well, the vacuum suit is just like another attachment for the milker, but it's somewhat larger and more complicated. So, so a vacuum suit, it's obviously got to be airtight. It has an interesting neck seal, and usually the neck seals are removable, they can be replaced. So if one is damaged, and they're quite strong, but if they're damaged, you can just take it out, put a new one in. And also, around the circumference of the neck seal, there are various lines. You can cut along those to get a comfortable neck seal, which means that for a professional user, you could have, let's say, 3 or 4 different neck rings, and you get to know what customers need, what size.
And it comes in not just black as well.
It comes in black, and the other suit has an orange. I'll show you that. And then this is known as the dominatrix model because it's made to fit all sorts of people. So rather than having a wrist seal or fitted gloves, it has a pod into which the hand goes. And then on the feet, it has the same. It has. I can get these out for you to see. So the feet go in there, and then you tighten these just to locate them. And that's what that means is people with large feet, small feet,
Yeah.
it's all fine. And the suit is made to be very voluminous because when it's under suction, it's tight. And then the other point of attachment where things have to be connected and disconnected is at the crotch. So this has the tactfully named rubber masturbation bag fitted, and this can be removed, and then you can use one of our standard SPTs with it as well. And they all have a similar sort of mounting system so that there's an airtight seal here.
Could you show us that or talk to us a little more detail about
Well,
that?
if I take this off, so you can see, so if a man was using this suit, obviously this provides a perfect opportunity to tease. And we have other bags that have hoses attached that you can introduce lubricant to. There's different sorts, but I'll show you the.
But this is some kind of quick disconnect.
Yeah, but it's
deal?
actually very quick and easy to do, which is very
I see.
important.
Whoa.
Popped in and out.
So this is an aluminium ring. We make these in two sizes because it's quite important that if in play, if the user of the suit likes their rubber to be wet and slimy, then you can introduce lubricant into here.
Yeah.
And then if the ring is not too tight, it will then spread into the suit and then get sucked out into the milker.
Wow.
And how people use this is they will connect warm lubricant or refrigerated lubricant, and we provide little attachments. So inside here is a single disc. There's no seam. There's a seam on the outside, but not on the inside. And then into that you can attach an SPT. It's very stretchy, and that holds tight.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Very well engineered. So you're going to show us 2 or 3 different sizes of masturbation bags.
yes. So here we are. And whenever the suit is in use, this aperture has to be filled, whether by a penis tube or masturbation bag.
Yeah.
So that's a sort of standard one with no hose, or we have ones with hoses. Now what this means is that this can be connected to the suit, this can be connected to a lubricant supply, and then when the suit's under vacuum, the vacuum within the suit pulls lubricant down into the bag. And if it's cool, that's quite a good feeling. Or if it's warm, it's all about sensation play. It's every opportunity to provide a novel sensation. And then we also have female customers, and they'll often use the same sort of idea, but they will fit the bag inside. So I'll have a go. I'm not very good at this because it's not what we normally do, but you push the bag inside. I said, well, I need some very careful editing to make this look very slick.
You hold it or something?
And then you stretch the rubber. Okay,
Yep.
That's good. That's good. So there we are. That was easy. So in this case, the bag is inside the suit. So a vibrator could be used or whatever, and this would keep the suit sealed. So that's a good approach for
Good access point.
yeah.
So you have access to the female genitals
Yeah.
through the bag, so the suit continues to keep the
Keep
seal.
going.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's back up here for a second. The idea of the suit, the primary idea of the suit is to have it under a vacuum source, right?
Yeah. So you can. The suit
And that's
is
what these are
the suit
about,
is
too.
connected by hoses. Hose plugs in here and goes to the milker. And there's 3 hoses you can use, although 2 is often enough. And there's also an electrical connection.
Right, so stop there.
Yeah.
where would other hoses attach to?
Well, we've got 2 hoses there, so that's 3.
Oh, so these are like in the chest area, right?
And the hoses go down the side of the suit in guides down into the leg, and the hoses are perforated all the way along.
Wow.
So that will extract air from the whole suit.
Yeah, evenly.
Evenly. That's the idea. And then the hoses have a control tap on, and they're connected to constant vacuum on the milker, which are these connectors, constant vacuum. It's also possible to connect the suit to the pulsator, but because the pulsator must be kept dry and the suit may contain liquids, you have to use an intercept trap, which this is. And you just plug this into one of the pulsators, the red ones,
Yeah.
and then connect the hoses from the suit to this Y piece, and then any liquid will be collected in this.
Wow.
Carefully
I don't
wrapped
even
up.
need to open it. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
here.
So that just collects liquid. That's the idea, and it has a helpful pressure gauge also on the front.
Wow.
So that's one way of dealing with pulsating suction, and then we also have an electronic version, which I can show you if you want.
Let's go back to the masturbation bags.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about the electronic thing.
Yeah.
So this suit is made to work with the milker, and it's made to work in a vacuum mode.
Yeah.
Like there's not some pressurized mode, or there's a, that's what this is designed to do.
Yeah.
Right?
So the suit goes from when wearing it, you'd have a sensation of intense suction, which is analogous to pressure in one way of looking at it. You feel a tightness, and then when the vacuum is turned off, that the level of suction gradually drops off, and it goes to just feeling like a normal suit, a normal rubber suit. So, but the interesting point is the sensations that work are the changes in pressure, vacuum. It's not the absolute vacuum that matters. It's the change that counts. We found this with all of our customers. They don't sort of put the suit on, turn the vacuum on, and leave it like that. They constantly cycle it, and you can do that using controls on the hoses that link the suit to the milker. I mean, when this is being worn out, I can show you how it's connected up. Yeah.
So a customer would buy a suit larger than they need, right? Because that's also part of the experience, is to have the suit constrict around the body, right?
Yeah.
And visually, you see all the fingers and all the individual, digits when it's really compressed and tight. So I think, so even the hands are moving. Originally, when there's no, obviously, to start off with, it's massive. It's going to be loose, no matter what kind of.
So it's kind of like being in a vac bed, only it's a personalized one, right? It's a.
Yes, but the level of suction is higher.
Much higher.
Oh, I see.
And you've got the option of obviously turning it on and off.
Yeah, and it's like a vac bed, but on acid.
Yeah. On steroids. Yes, because it's heavy duty. So.
Because one thing you can do with this, the important thing about the milker is not only does it provide suction in all sorts of different ways, it can also handle liquids. I keep coming back to this, but what this means is that if you're in a vacuum suit that's wet with lubricant, when the suction's applied, the suit will move over the person to a degree. I mean, not constantly, but as it tightens, there's more of a sensation. And the conventional vac bed finds that harder to cope with because there's nowhere for liquid to go. Whereas with this, you put a gallon of stuff inside and it will just get sucked away into the tank. So it opens up all sorts of very kinky possibilities.
And I've had a vac bed and I've got rid of my vac bed because number one, you don't get necessarily an even pressure all over, because if the slight movement on the internal pipes, one side might grip better than the other, where this obviously doesn't have that problem because the pipes are all fixed inside automatically, held into position. And I also had a Hoover with the vac bed explode and dust everywhere. Yes, all over the room. This isn't going to do that. So that was very
frankly,
day, let me tell you.
Vac beds aren't very
They're not very
romantic.
robust. No.
Because you
And
always
the
have
Hoover in
this,
the background.
Yeah, something in the background, And
And this one, the head is free.
Now, two other comments to make here. One is that it appears as though the suit is very high quality. It's made very high quality, and the seams are stitched
And glued.
And glued. So
And
this
taped.
this suit goes above and beyond any suit I've ever seen. That's not a molded suit.
And then there are other things that I can maybe show, which is to get into it. There's a zip, obviously, and you can. Some of our suits have zips that go across the chest. This one has ones that goes across the back, and I'll fold it over so you can see. So this is the zip. It's not a conventional dry suit zip of the old-fashioned design. This is very 21st century. It's far more flexible, and it's easier to open.
Boy, it just sounds like it's easier to open.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, all the components that are used, from the little stainless steel attachments to hang it up from, through to the airtight, liquid-tight seal zips. Notice also little details like this. So the zip, this protects the zip, and there's also an additional thing at the end. In fact, if you go to the other end, you can see it's molded as a single piece of plastic.
Wow.
These are all important things that help in use.
So it keeps the liquid in and the air.
Yeah.
Seal.
Very nice work. I have to salute
isn't
you.
it?
This is the best work I've ever seen, actually.
And the suit itself is chlorinated,
Uh-huh.
so that it's easy to put on. Well, relatively easy. I mean, these are quite complicated things.
Yep.
And also, as it's chlorinated, I mean, this was polished, has been polished some time ago, and it has quite a sheen. But if it's freshly polished, it has a wet look sheen, and that's not wet to touch. And to close the zip, you just hold one end, put it across.
Yeah, the zip works much better than the traditional dive suit zip.
Yeah. The suit is made out of black latex, but the neck seal is made out of silicone. And this is a type of neck seal used by commercial divers in the North Sea. So it's, as these things go, it's robust. But if you did have one tear, you can replace them, because this seal is held in place with a plastic ring that fits inside this. Can you see it flexes, but it's a solid ring that goes all around the neck. And put it simply, you thread the neck ring over a plastic ring that you then feed into a groove on the underside of this, and then you push it into place with a special tool, and then it's in place.
Oh, I see.
And so
So it's a pressure
it.
fit.
Yeah, pressure fit.
Yeah.
And anyone that has a suit would be able to change the neck seal should they need to.
Oh, I see. Wow.
I mean, the first time takes a bit of, get used to it, but once you've done it twice, it's easy.
Wow.
And it's much stretchier also, which means that you don't have to be so careful as regards how far you trim it. Can you catch? I don't know if you can see there's little lines. You can if you want to have the neck seal slightly looser, you can cut between the lines. And my advice is always don't take more than 2 at a time.
Yes, right.
You can always cut more, but you can't put it back.
Yep.
So those are the neck seals.
Very nice. Very nice.
I mean, again, there cannot be a more expensive way of doing it, but practically it's very useful to be able to have one suit that can have different neck sizes. I mean, our customers in Germany, and in Britain, if they're they've been looking forward to a session for a long time, they don't want to find that they're uncomfortable in the suit. So that we make sure that they've got just the right size neck seal. Some mistresses, they note the size, they keep a record. And then when the guy comes, it just so happens it fits perfectly. So that's fine. So these all, yeah.
Okay, what was the next thing you were going to... I cut you off a second ago.
Well, I can. There's another.
About the
rather than
entry or something like that.
So this has.
Whoa! Unbelievable.
This is the same as the one you've just seen, but it has wrist seals rather than pods, and it has a zip at the front. So for some types of play, that's good. And for solo users of the suit, it's easier to close the zip at the front. People, many soft
choice would be
Yeah.
a zip at the front.
Yeah. And then that's a different colour, same material, but a different colour. These are available in orange, blue or black. We currently have black and orange. And in all other respects it's identical. The one thing I didn't mention with the last suit is they also have an electrical connection.
Okay.
So the way that works, it looks rather odd with this huge connection. But we provide a cable that clips onto that will fit, let's say, an Aerostech box. So we have an electro connection from the outside that is sealed to keep the vacuum in, that allows you to plug electrodes inside the suit. And you can see this is the other end of the cable.
Oh, I see.
And it's a 3.5mm female connector. So if you had some bipolar pads or a probe or something, it's heat shrinked into position. It can get wet, doesn't matter.
So this allows you to get electricity
Internally.
inside.
into the suit without damaging or forfeiting the suction qualities of the suit, right?
Absolutely.
Wow.
And that for some sessions that's particularly useful. And I mean, the nature of what we do, we get a lot of bespoke requests, and clients often want things to be unnecessarily complicated. I always try and talk them down to have something that's more likely to work on the day. And that's very much what our professional customers want. They want reliability. So this has, as I said, this has wrist seals, and instead of a pod foot, I'll bring it into view, it has fitted feet.
So just out of interest, could you do the same configuration like this with the feet? So your feet are exposed? Or not?
Yeah, we could. Yes, we could do that. It gets complicated because there's not so much of a variation in wrist size, but there's more of a variation in ankle size. And because you can't change these for different clients,
yes.
we've tried to go. I mean, this is a large size to go to maybe 12.
The only reason I would say that is because out of any of my suits, the main area it seems to go is the feet.
Yeah.
I mean, generally, the person in this isn't going to be walking around, but if it's going to rip anywhere, that would be, I would say, the weakest link.
Well, these are, feel the weight of those, they're
yeah,
tight.
I feel they're very, very
I mean, everything is over-engineered.
Yeah.
But you're right, that is
but that's the
a part that goes quickly.
Which I could see the difference with the other ones.
Yeah.
You know, if I was going to pick something with feet, I would pick the other style, but it's really good.
So there's two different versions
At the moment.
right? And then plus each of these two, you could have the zipper on the front or the back or something like that, you're saying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I know we said this before, but I'll say it again. When you go to your website, you have no idea about the depth and complexity of what you're selling by looking at your website.
Well, I suppose I do realise that, and quite often when I dispatch goods, I'll say to my customers, let me know when they've arrived safely, because that's often my only chance of getting feedback.
Yeah.
And more often than not, they'll say, they'll say, wow. Or,
Yeah.
you know, so maybe for the point of business, I'm making a mistake, but it's quite nice that when people receive a package they've been looking forward to, that their expectations are surpassed.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice thing to give to someone.
Mm-hmm. Is there any thing you care to share about cleaning this suit?
Like with all things, being able to practically clean these things, it's very important. So what we do is on the inside of the suit, we have these little loops. They're strong webbing loops, that are sewn into the zip construction, so they're very strong. What this means is you can turn the suit inside out, you can hang it up in a shower.
Oh, there you go.
Up,
there you go.
because that's going to be a lot easier. And then while it's hanging up, it's always, you can check the tightness of, it's very difficult with the camera because they're so shiny, but these stainless steel components have two small holes, and we provide a special tool that you can use to check that they're nice and tight. They'll hold tight for quite a few sessions, but if you do forget, then on one occasion you will find that you lose vacuum. So it's always good to check.
This is great because like with the Studio Gum, those heavy suits that I have, they're so heavy that you're afraid to leave them hanging because they would stretch under their own weight, you know.
Yeah, well, this type of thing, it comes about because of people like Miranda, because they're busy. There's a lot going on, and they're unlikely to regularly use kit if it's a nightmare to use. So it's got to be easy to wash. So and then on the outside, when it's all washed and dried, on the outside you can hang it up from might not look particularly sexy, but a standard wooden hanger with a thing, and that's a good way to hang it. And then you can give it a quick spray with polish. We use, this has had an initial coating of Cult, PJUR Cult Ultra Shine. And that, when it's had a chance to go off, it gives a dry, high gloss finish. So,
Very nice. Let me look at the seams on the inside.
Oh yeah, very nice, very good.
so every seam is double sewn,
Yeah.
and every seam is taped. And the reason we do this is because I think it gives a beautiful look to the suit. And the point I would make is that the definition of fetish is really having an excessive interest in things, in something in particular. So fetish buyers are very particular. So you have to go that little bit further so that when they receive a product, they think, oh yeah, no, this is as good as I'd hoped. And if you can achieve that, you've achieved a lot in life.
Well, I would say so, and once again, I'd say this is the best looking constructed suit I've ever seen. And I don't mean to knock any of the manufacturers, including our good friends at Studio Gum, but I guess because you're dealing with vacuum here and you want a perfect seal and you don't want the thing to fall apart after a while, you've got to go the extra mile, so you've definitely done that. Okay, all right, so we're going to have Stuart here put away the two suits that he brought, and he's going to pull out the hoods. And if the suits are any indication of the quality of work here, I'm looking forward to seeing what the hoods are going to look like.
Well, I haven't seen the hoods either, and I'm very excited about seeing them as well. I can't wait.
Are you in the hoods?
I like hoods as well. Yeah, I think it's the whole look. It's all of it. Anything new and gadget-wise. Yeah.
You're just a
I know, I'm
geek,
a freak.
you know?
I can't help it. I can't help it. You know, I'm playing with these kind of things all the time, so I'm always looking for new and exciting bits of kit to use and play with. So
we can So I just leave them like this for a moment,
Yep,
All right.
rather than.
Yep.
Sure.
that's fine.
Okay, so this is another product, and it's it sounds as if it's impossible. It's a vacuum hood. So.
Whoa, that's a hood.
So, it's yet another piece of design based around sensation. So, it has a breathe-through inflatable gag.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just ask, are they changeable gags?
Yeah,
Good, yep.
that has a 15mm bore hole
Yeah.
with a reinforced disc, so you can stretch it to take any standard gag.
Right,
Yeah. So that's a gag which you need because when the hood's under vacuum, obviously
you need to get
you
some
need
air
to get a break.
somehow.
And then you connect one side, in fact this side to vacuum, and then this side can be connected, if you're feeling particularly kinky, to some type of liquid. And the idea is that because the suit has a seal, the hood can be used wet or dry. And then when a vacuum is applied, the whole head is sucked tight to the rubber, and whatever liquid is in there is spread evenly over the person. So it's quite an immersive experience, but you can breathe fine. And we recommend using this just on pulsating suction, not constant.
Yes.
That's a strong sensation. It's a strong pulsation on the face, but it's not too strong.
So can I ask, can you have a hood within a hood with this? So could you put somebody in a hood first and then put them in that, or would you not recommend that?
You could.
I guess it was a smooth hood, as opposed to one with...
As long as you've got a good seal at the base around the neck, because that's obviously vital, especially if you're using the hood wet.
Yeah.
And then the way it's so stretched around your head, this is stretched around the head inside. Now for safety, we have a zip, and it's an unusual zip in that it's gas tight, yes, but you can open or close it either from the top or the bottom. And this is quite useful because if you had some type of emergency, it was easier to open one way or the other. Both are available to you. So you can open it that way or this way.
Wow. Now, is there any worry about pressure differential in your ears and?
Well, when we've had all our kit is obviously tested, and we ask the wearers how they found it, and we monitor pressures very carefully, and we found that when used on pulsating vacuum, as long as the milker's set
Calibrated to the right level
Yeah.
in the first place, I guess, of course. That's the key,
yeah,
isn't it?
so you do have to check the calibration of the gauge. We found it's okay. It's an intense experience for certain, and I don't know of anyone else that produces a device that will enable this particular type of sensation.
Yeah.
And then this is a bit Heath Robinson. This is a prototype, but you can support it from the ceiling. It's very loose. So that's the vacuum hood.
So the actual gag itself, can you get smaller sizes, or is that the smallest, would you say?
Well,
Because I
that's.
know I've got clients who that may be challenging for.
But then you can deflate it. So how's it?
Okay. Yeah.
I'll show you the size. I'll bring it out so you can see what's what.
Oh yes, okay.
So that's the gag. So I want this tightened up.
So obviously that's the smallest, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. And what thickness of rubber is this?
0.85.
Okay.
Everything we do is fairly heavyweight.
So does it only come in black? Could you do like a transparent type? I don't know if rubber comes in that.
Well,
you like
it
my
would-
thinking, don't you?
It will be possible. There's that amber natural latex
Yeah.
that you could possibly try.
Yeah.
But what you have to bear in mind,
I guess the seals and the glue or whatever. Yeah,
it
of
can
course.
end up looking a bit bitty.
Yeah.
And also, seal's always going to be black. But this is an extreme sensation. We're never going to produce a suit that has a hood attached,
No.
because for safety reasons it's better done
I
like
didn't
this.
think that. But they can obviously be rigged off the same building. The
Yeah.
same pressure level is correct
Yeah.
for both pieces.
Yes,
Right.
it is.
So this is a dry suit
Latex dry suit seal.
seal as well.
So this is of a fixed size. You'd have to cut it to a given size, and
So would you suggest you actually lube inside, or is it can be used as is, dry?
it can be used dry, or you can have a sort of lubricant supply or whatever liquid you want. So you fill this, you plug this,
One here.
you plug this,
Yeah.
you plug this into the
I know what I'd be putting in there.
so here. Actually, it isn't there actually. And then you can use this to force
that speeds up or slows
force
it
the
down.
fluid
Let
through.
me see this.
So you'd have that kind of
Holy shit.
So that's for any liquids used. So we would recommend using the hood at least lubricated.
Yeah.
But then if you want more in the way of liquid,
Yes, you can keep that down.
then you can use a supply like this.
And obviously the second one will pull it out,
And the second one you connect with a hose
pulls it out
to
to the milker.
to the intercept trap, and
Oh,
that connects the
okay.
liquid in here. Which again looks very
Yes.
So, I mean, we are at I'd like to think that we're at the sort of furthest end
Yeah.
of what sensations people want, but I
Brilliant.
mean, the world is full of tens of thousands of people that like
Yes.
this sort of stuff,
Yes.
Yeah.
and what we're doing is trying to provide the very best for those people.
You know, and as the technology moves along, material technology, things like this become more integrated and more sophisticated.
Yeah.
You can even add these in line. So if you had a different fluid, for example yellow or something, then you would see it going through the sight glass. because really what we're engaged with here is theatre. Sort of sexual theatre, of which
Yes.
Miranda is a consummate player, and we just provide equipment to enable her to work her magic.
And obviously that's easy to undo as well, because you can put it once it's in. Like,
Yeah, well,
it's easily clean. So
This
Yeah.
is hilarious.
that it unscrews, you can wash it.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's glass, not plastic.
Yeah. Very good. That is impressive.
I've just got an image of somebody trusting my wet room with this hanging in a drip feed, and they're just
Oh, it's quite an awe-inspiring piece of kit.
and again, to wash it, you can just turn it inside out as well.
You can turn it inside out either.
Has it got a hook inside like the suit or not?
No, this one hasn't, but this is a prototype.
Okay.
And maybe that's a good idea actually. I mean, this is a lighter.
It is, but it's
Still quite
fairly
voluminous.
weighty.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, we
I
can do
would
that.
I'd say to turn
Yeah.
it inside out, have a little
No,
hook
we'll-
inside. So
We'll
it's
do that. We'll do that. That's a good idea. But this appeals if you're into heavy rubber and some fairly extreme varieties. This is the kit.
It is.
Let's,
if you don't mind me asking a few more questions about the vacuum machine over here.
Yeah. To have a working system from us, you need a milker package, and that comes with gauge, hoses, an SBT, a hose to connect to a pump, this thing. So you've got everything.
Wait, what is the SVT?
SPT, suction pulsation tube. So it comes with the package that you get from SeriousKit includes an SBT, a penis tube. It includes
so one of these.
Yes,
right?
in see-through.
Let's because I'm not keeping track of all this.
Yeah. So you have a tube, a see-through version of this in effect.
Okay.
In whatever size you want. You have the hoses to connect this to the milker, and they have controls on them. And
this stainless steel thing is called the milker.
that's the milker.
Okay.
And what that is so I'll show you. So
Don't know if it's big.
yeah. So the lid's removable. There's a void inside that will fill up with whatever's used in the form of lubricant or anything else. Because of course, if you have someone in a complex bondage situation where it's taken an hour to get them all sorted out, electrodes, breath control, absolutely everything done, they say, I want to go to the loo. So it's a nightmare. Well, of course, it's not a problem because it'll suck everything away. So there are practical and practical advantages as well. But for many people, they enjoy that as it's another example of abdication of responsibility, of control. That every aspect of their time when they're having a session is catered for.
When you order one of these things, what pieces do you get?
You
Right,
get.
we were working through
Yeah.
and we said, well, we get one of these things, right? Okay.
You get
So
one. Let me just reach out of shot and get this. You get one SBT. SBT stands for suction pulsation tube, and you have a choice of four different sizes, but 40 mil and 50 mil internal diameter are the main ones. So you get this tube. You get the hose to connect the tube, the SBT, to the milker, and it's called a twin vacuum supply hose because it has two types of vacuum. From the red to here is pulsating vacuum, and from this one to this one is constant vacuum. That's why it's called a twin vacuum supply hose, because unlike a Venus 2000 other devices, this has constant suction and pulsating suction. And that's really important because the constant suction holds this thing in place. And many of our customers will have 4-hour sessions. Well, you're not going to hold it in place for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And if it pops up every so often, even that would be a nightmare. This will just stay in position.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the tube, the hose to connect this to a pump. You have a gauge. You get the milker, which has the vacuum regulator fitted with it. But you also need a vacuum pump. And we can supply those in European voltages. Or if you're based in the States, then you'll need to get a pump with local US voltage. But that's not a problem. You can buy gas pumps. They're called DOA, type DOA.
Dead on arrival.
Yes, they have adverts where it says that. But anyway, and they and you get them between $75 and a few $100, depending if you want them almost new. And then you've got a working system.
Yep.
And then you can then buy more SBTs if you want, go electro, or you can go over to vacuum suits, vacuum hoods, nipple suction.
Yep.
It goes on. I mean, we're in the business of sensory overload.
So how easy, okay, 2 questions. This milker machine comes with this pulsating dealie.
Yeah.
And is this your own design?
No, this is an original design from the 1940s, 50s. They've changed over the decades.
That came
That's
with
part
this?
of the milker? That's
Yeah,
part
that came as part of the milker because, without getting into too much agricultural detail, you'd have to have a suction and tug action, which is what the pulsation provided.
I see.
And you can change the speed because
I see.
that helps. So,
I see.
but it just so happens it also feels good if you misuse it and you make these things. And for years, people tried misusing it and got nowhere, because if you use the original shells, as they call them, they're too small, and also you have to have constant lubricant supply for it to work. That's the secret. And then we have softer, smoother liners and all sorts of other things. So it's a reuse of an old thing, but
So when we had this operating a little while ago, outside of here in the stairwell is a vacuum pump,
Yeah, compressor.
right?
Well, I keep it out there just because
It's less noise.
It's less
right?
noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We
the
should
way
go
it
get a shot of that just so somebody would know, could visually see what all the pieces are.
But the pumps themselves, the vacuum pump, the standard vacuum pumps work. This is about that long and that high.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's no big deal. And we provide a 5-meter hose, so you could put the pump in a wardrobe, in a closet, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's if you don't want it in the room.
Now, what about cleaning this?
Very simple. It's just a single open stainless steel vessel, so it's easy to wash out. I mean, that's the nature of the original design, that it had to be hygienic. So that's easy. The hoses are easy to wash out because you just use the vacuum of the milker to suck disinfectant through. So that cleans the hoses. Or you can wash them in the shower by taking off the shower head and putting the nozzle directly onto the hose, and that flushes everything out. But we always recommend some disinfectant. So
I use hippie scrub. I use.
Yeah, hippie scrub, like a
So,
hospital grade.
Yeah.
That's the best you can get.
So you were mentioning something about that yesterday. So you would come up with a beaker full of
It's
this
a hippie scrub.
hippie scrub.
Drop the end in so it sucks it through the tube, but then I also then wash it as well. So that's like a secondary thing. So I do both.
Is there a problem with getting liquids up into this hose, into the vacuum?
Well, no,
It's
when
only
you
really these ones that
this one is just disconnected, so you don't get any water on this, and the pulsator you take off when you wash. The pulsator only connects to the space between the liner and the acrylic. It doesn't go into the interior.
So it doesn't get any
Contamination.
sexual liquids.
No.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So you're best not to do anything with those. They're quite robust bits of kit.
And this, the tube that you just showed us here, you just said here. Now you were talking about the need for lubricant.
Yes.
Where does the lubricant go in this right here? Is that-
Yeah, so you have, I don't have one to hand, but it's something like this. You can either have something hung up. Adam, do you have one here?
It just so happens.
This one you mean?
Ah, yes, there we are. So you take, this is the lubricant supply, and you just put it into here. This is supported above the person. You connect the twin vacuum supply hose to these two connections, and then fire it all up. I mean, it's a good idea to lubricate this with a conventional gel lubricant, so that it's, on the very first stroke, it's smooth, because it takes a while for the lubricant to be sucked through, and then lubricant will then get sucked from this bag down inside this space next to the penis, and then surplus lubricant will get sucked out of there and taken into the milker.
And you can visually see the speed because you've got this bit here, so you can actually see that spinning. And you can speed it up by squeezing here, or adjusting the dial at the top, so you can visually see. But you can put any liquid in there, I've found.
So this apparatus comes with it
the
as
milker.
well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all part of it.
Huh.
So yeah, you get, the milker package includes everything you need except the vacuum pump.
Yep.
And the reason we don't provide the vacuum pump is that different countries need different voltages, and we just supply UK voltage or European voltage pumps.
Is there like a range, a millibar range or something in a vacuum pump
Well,
that you're looking for, or some kind of?
the world leader in vacuum pumps is the Gas company, Gas Inc. of America, and they produce a range, DOA is the model range, and any of those pumps will work with our milker.
Oh, I see.
You need a minimum free airflow of 20 litres per minute, which is something around 1 cubic foot per minute. And that's how much air the vacuum pump will suck when it's not being restricted. Any pump. And then it doesn't matter if the pump's a bit too powerful, because the regulator sorts out
I see.
that.
I see.
So you're safe.
Yeah.
If you set this right, it'll stick to 650 millibars, which is the recommended vacuum level.
And this device here, which is supposed to capture liquids.
Well, if you want to make use of the pulsating feature for something like the vacuum hood, then you connect the vacuum hood to here. Then any liquid that's sucked out from the interior of the hood will end up in the glass vessel. And the reason that's good is that stops it getting to the pulsator, because the pulsator needs to be kept dry.
Right.
But you don't need that vessel when you are using the tubes.
No.
You only need the milker.
Yeah, you only need to use this if there's a risk of fluid reaching this component.
Yeah.
But then again, we have an electronic method of dealing with this. I can lean out a shot and bring that in. So
Yeah,
you
sure.
can-
Go ahead.
So,
Set it down here or something.
well, I'll hold it because it can then be. So
As J.G. Leathers says, horniness is the mother of invention.
I must meet this guy. We'd have a lot in common. Okay, so this is an electronic timer solenoid, and it's made to connect to the milker, and it means that you can get a sort of pulsating suction without using the pulsator, just by using constant suction. And the reason that's useful is it's a stronger sensation, and also if there's a lot of liquid sloshing about somewhere in the session, it'll all get sucked away. You won't need to use an intercept trap or anything else. And it's very simple. You just connect the hoses for whatever device into here, then you connect this end to the milker, and then you turn this on, and then there's a timer that you can set. You'll hear it click soon. Actually, you'll hear it click in 20 seconds now. And you can choose, it's infinitely variable, from 0.9 of a second to 99 hours. So for example, if you're using this with a vacuum suit, you can have it on suction for 20 seconds and on relaxation for 4 seconds. I think that's how it's set now. That gives a good sensation. But you can change all the settings.
So is this kind of...
This is new kit. This was finished yesterday, 11 o'clock at night.
Well, thank you for showing us that.
Yeah.
So is this ultimately going to replace this?
No, it works in tandem, doesn't it?
Well, this is designed mainly for use with a vacuum suit
Yeah.
and other vacuum pressure devices. We're working on sort of ideas. It's another example of the idea of abdicating control to a machine, in effect. So for someone like Miranda, if she has an incredibly complicated session going on that you have to be a genius to control, this thing can quietly be working in the background, and then she can be working her magic elsewhere. So yes, it's complicated equipment, but it's made to be usable, and I would say it's worth putting the effort into.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think I like the regularity of the timer as opposed to manually kind of turning it on and off. You've got that kind of, just like the pulsation noise in the background. You have that kind of continual process.
And you have a display so you can see when the next cycle of episode of suction's occurring. And I mean, we know that many people like the idea of 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off, but you could have a session that's going on for hours where perhaps it's off for 20 minutes and suddenly it starts to turn a corner. So there's all sorts of potential.
Unexpectedly.
I mean, inevitably I'll be getting emails from people saying, well, can I connect it to my computer and have it my girlfriend's in Kazakhstan. She's going to give me a session tonight. So yeah, so that's something that's new from us. The one thing about SeriousKit is we have a catalogue of ideas that's going to take us all of our business life to work through.
Yeah.
We don't need any new ideas. We just need time.
We're going to keep getting them, don't worry.
I'm very grateful. I'll put this down.
Yeah. All right, well, at this point, we're gonna stop the show and tell part, and we're gonna move into the demonstration part of our tour here. So, but we'd like to thank Stuart for bringing all the cool gear and taking the time to talk to us about it.
Definitely.
And to
My
thank
pleasure.
Miranda, because we know that as soon as we turn off the camera, she's gonna wanna buy some of this stuff. So now tell us about your website URL, and let's kind of clarify for people what I thought that you had more than one website, or more than one. There's something when I tried to look you up, it was a little confusing as to the different.
It's best to stick to our standard website is SeriousKit.com. So
All one word.
all one word. SeriousKit.com. Type that in, we're the first thing that will come up. www.SeriousKit.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the website. We adopt an approach of, we're quite sometimes, we don't do a lot of publicity, but people tend to find their way to us. And
Like myself.
yeah, but it's worth hunting us down. And we're based in the Cotswolds, which is a lovely part of England. And we do have customers that say they'd like to see the quality of the kit, and we're happy to get a suit out and show them a milker. And we've had some amazing characters turn up, and it's always a pleasure to show them what we have.
Mm-hmm. But you don't actually do live demonstrations.
Oh no.
No, yeah, that would. Or you'd have people lined up 7 days a week.
No, we'd have
you
coaches
that.
arriving.
You wouldn't get
They have to
anything
come to
done.
me, you see.
Right.
Then they come
That's
to me.
they come to you for that, yeah. And your website
I'm all
is
bondagemistress.com.
bondagemistress.com. And is that all one word as
Yes.
well? Bondagemistress.com. Okay, all right. And so if somebody wanted to order any of this gear,
Well, it's a pleasantly old-fashioned approach. So we will exchange a few emails. I'll discover what they're looking for, whether it's the right kit for them. If it's not, I'll put them off. Because I only want people who to buy the kit who would benefit from having it. And then I explain what they need, the various electro-stim things that are available, if that floats the boat. And we'll agree what they want, and then I will then confirm the quote. And if that's okay, then they make a transfer if they're in the States, normally by PayPal.
mm-hmm.
And we won't always manage this, but we can normally get orders out within 1 week of payments.
Wow. Wow.
I can't guarantee that, but generally speaking, we keep a stock of the milkers. The vacuum suits and hoods are different because we keep a small stock.
Mm-hmm.
But generally with those, it's about 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the more custom
Yeah.
requirements are sort of taken into consideration when they're made, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Either on the back or the front zip, the neck
yeah.
colour or whatever.
We'll often have something in stock. I mean, quite often we've had customers that have been interested in vacuum suit for a particular session that they want to organise, birthday or something, and they've only heard about us at the last moment.
Mm-hmm.
And we in one case we got a complete kit out to them in I think it was 8 or 9 hours.
Wow.
Wouldn't want to repeat that.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that every time.
but they were happy, so that's good.
And this hood, you said this is a prototype, right?
Yeah.
So is this actually available for sale yet?
Yes, it will be.
Stealing it
But
away.
yes, it will be. We haven't decided on. This is very unprofessional, but we haven't decided on a price yet because we've got to find a more efficient way of manufacturing it because currently it's too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to get it down, but it'll be a few hundred, maybe 375.
I want this
something
one.
like that.
I want this one.
So, but yeah, this is our next. this is the prototype we have that's closest to production. So we'll go into production next month.
With an inside loop to hang up.
Yeah, no, good idea. Good idea.
Well, anyhow, thank you very much. It was nice talking with you. We'll move on to the second part of our program here, where Miranda's going to take control of the entertainment, right?
No problem.
Okay, so stay with us and we'll be back.
Let me just sort that out.
Wow.
It's going to be a bit nipply in there for you, Elise.
It is. It is. I believe it will be worth it.
Yeah.
Yes, you really need a sort of
I'm
Are you ready for this?
Yes, I'm excited.
How come you always end up being like the test pilot for stuff like
She's
this?
lucky like
Because
that.
I am the luckiest person on this planet.
right then. Well, I declare this suit open.
Wow. Wow.
So are you going to help her into it, or I
Yeah.
want to?
Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Wiggle those legs in.
Wow. It is slippery. Oh yes.
Wet, huh?
Yes, the lube was a good idea.
Yeah.
Is it cold?
Ooh, it's cold, but it's very slippery. It feels very good.
Let's put it underneath you.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah. Look at those goosebumps. Aw, bless.
Wow.
So, are we ready? Give me your hand. Sorry.
No,
I don't want to pull a hand. Hair, sorry. So, woo! There we go. Let me zip up.
So it's important to get every last bit of hair out. Is that comfy?
Oh yes.
Yeah?
It's not going to be in the mouth.
Dirty little feeties.
Whoa. It feels so good already.
Oh, now what about this bit?
What bit is it?
Let me get the headdress. Okay.
This thing is too intense.
I'll leave it tighter at the back. Let's get up a bit higher.
Well, it's been nice knowing you.
It sure has.
Miranda, you say where you want the section to start.
Go for it.
Oh, hit the juice, man.
Yeah. Some of those later parts we can see it go down. So. You can see
Oh
already.
yes, I can feel it. I can feel it sucking in. Oh my goodness.
We'll leave it gently go.
No. Ramp it up. She can take
I
it.
can't take it. And I very
Well,
much love
yeah.
latex sucking against my body, so
Yeah.
that's an okay feeling for me.
You can see it all folds.
Yeah.
It's starting to get a grip.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that feels good.
Yeah.
Holy shit, are you fucking serious? Oh my god.
cool, huh?
I'm being vacuum
Look
packed.
at little toes, look!
Oh my
Look
god! Holy shit!
What's all this noise?
at the toes! It's all the lube.
Yeah, it's all the latex like squeaking together because it's all pulling in together. Oh my
I
goodness!
just love this, look!
Holy shit! Oh my god, you created something amazing! Holy shit! Ooh, wow. Lubing me up.
Should I do it in the zip or the neck? What do you think? Does it matter?
Actually,
Does this mean it's gonna make more suction noises?
yeah, we can do that.
Ready?
I
Right.
would really appreciate it.
Woo!
Okay. Do a little dance.
Get it all around.
Ooh, yes. Uh-oh. Oh, it's coming out my cock. Oh
Oh
no.
dear.
Now that's interesting. So what's happening there?
It's easily mopped.
No,
Oh no!
Oh, no, there was
that's what I poured
already-
in there earlier.
There was lube in there
I put some in
earlier.
there earlier. I put a bit too much.
isn't that really mystified then?
Oh yeah.
Let me put a bit more in there. Let me put
False
some
alarm.
around the front as well. Ready? Woo!
Holy shit! It is very
Cold, isn't it?
cold. It's very
And we
cold.
have to do the other side. What the hell? So it's all the way around. Woo!
Oh wow! Oh wow! That's very cold. Yep.
You're looking a little baggy there.
Do you want to do one evacuation while you're standing up? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what,
And then I'll refill it. We've got a bit more lube.
This thing is awesome.
Take it.
You've got 2 hoses rather than 3, haven't you, connected? Did you need a third one?
Oh, good.
It's
Because that's made it a bit slower, isn't it? Now it's
made
going
it
down.
slower. Now it's almost
Yeah, it
there.
needs a third one.
Oh yeah, now I feel
Yeah,
that
now
loop
you feel it.
traveling up. Now I feel that loop all over. Oh my god, it's like in my arms. It went from my feet up to
All the
my
way up.
arms.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Oh wow.
Sounds like you're boiling.
Wow. It is, yeah. That loop just goes all
all the way up.
over.
It's just getting sucked out.
Oh yeah, totally. Oh wow. Oh, the loop gets sucked out?
Yep, through
Oh.
these.
Oh, I see. Wow.
We have to add more though, because more where that came from.
Sounds like there's more sound coming from over here.
Oh, it's traveling all over. Ooh, yeah, some lube just made it into my hand. And this one too. Wow. Oh my goodness, that feels very good. Oh, yeah, that feels good.
Either that or it's raining outside.
No, it's raining inside.
It's raining inside my pants. Ooh, that feels feels so fucking good. Oh. Oh.
Well, I think we've got to get our face down on the table. But before we do, we need a bit more lube in the bag.
You think so? Okay,
I
go
think
for it.
so.
How are we doing with this?
Oh, yeah. Here it comes. Brace for it. Woo! In it goes. Swish it around. And the good news is we have another bottle on standby as well.
I was worried about that.
Let me fetch. One more.
That's good, because I was going to drink it. I thought
Sure, it'll warm up.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually doesn't take too long to warm up.
Okay. So, should we get you on the table?
This is a very unique sensation.
Oh, I can hear it sloshing around. Look.
Yeah, there's a lot of lube.
There's a lot of lube. Now,
It's all down in her feet.
Stuart, what about this bit here? Do we need to move this flat? Look. You know. Is it right there? It's okay, yeah?
Now, what is the purpose of this exercise? Is it just
Like one, two of those.
ass crack test?
Is it on the chest there? I can't remember where they are.
There's two here.
Oh, I found them. I found them. Houston, we are in business. Oh, there is one.
So that's
one.
correct.
Is that the
No,
one?
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Actually, can I make another suggestion?
Go for it.
It was even more effective when you were just kneeling. When she was kneeling as she got on.
Okay.
With the bum in the air a bit.
Just comfortable. Let's just try it this way first. Yeah. I can feel it in there. We have got a hood and a half, a prototype. Want to try?
Yeah.
Vacuum one.
Oh my god.
Coming up next.
Holy fucking shit.
So it's just a normal piece of clothing.
Yes, I see that.
It has an inflatable gag.
Wow.
It has a vacuum connection, and it can have fluids introduced as well. It has an airtight zip,
Which will be easily undone too.
and that's where your head goes.
Wow.
So would you suggest she's kind of like sat upright for this then, or what would be the best position?
This is crazy. In a good way.
Someone's
So-
gonna get greasy. Someone's gonna get greasy.
So you have to get, there's a gag, and you obviously have to get the gag into your mouth.
Just pull this over first though, right?
Yeah, and that's so, yeah, you have to sort of, maybe it'd be an idea to lube that, wouldn't it?
Only in England, huh?
Yeah.
Well, should we, try and get it on?
Yep.
Wait, hang on.
You tell me when.
Yeah. So, yeah, you
Head
have
through,
to,
top of your head through first. That's that.
now you can breathe, okay?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm just tucking your hair inside, and you have got a very little neck. So, it'll be an interesting...
I see her in there. Someone getting wet.
reverse birthing.
Yeah. Right, hold on. That's it.
So how are we doing? Is that okay?
Does the bench need to be higher up?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit higher, yeah? Better?
Yeah.
A bit more?
A little more, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
What do you think, Stuart? More, or was that good?
I would say a little
A
higher than
bit
that.
more, I think so as well, because it starts pulling a bit too much, that's all.
Okay.
I think we're there. That's better.
Okay.
You right with the gag? Yeah. This one you want?
So, if we have that there.
Oh, look at this. It's pumping up and down. It's great. Good still? Tighter? Tighter. Keep going. We're at max there. Good. I know you're nervous about it. I would quite happily turn it up. This is me doing it now. This is me
Never
doing
lost
it.
a customer. Okay, here we go.
Go for it. It's better, much better. That is much better. Another satisfied patient. That is really cool. Well, you seem to be extremely satisfied in there. And I have plenty more other patients to attend to. How about we just leave you with this pumping away here? And I'll come back in a few hours. Let's get you out there. How was it in there?
Oh, that feels so good, sucked up against your face. Oh my god. Ooh, shit, that feels so good. Oh yeah, that was amazing. That was so good. That was so good. Oh.
Brilliant.